welcome back to a brand new episode of the Riff Rundown. Hope this is finding you and yours doing well this weekend. My name is Angela Petrilli, here with my friends at Fishman for a brand new episode of the Riff Rundown. So today's episode is pre-recorded. I am gigging in LA this weekend and wanted to leave you with one of my favorite Beatles songs. We're going to be learning the song Something. It's a great one. So have your electric guitar, go ahead and put it in standard tuning for this one today. And as always, if you're enjoying the lessons here on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Really does help me out a lot. And if you want to check out all the cool Fishman gear that I use in these lessons, including these sweet Fluence pickups that I have in my Strat today, go ahead and click the link down below. And many of you ask how you can support me for these lessons that I do here weekly on YouTube. I started a Patreon page. It's a blast. Really great community we're building there. Would love for you to be a part of it. So click the link down below to learn more. So, I like to ask a question before we get started. So please do let me know where you are tuning in from and your favorite Beatles song. I want to know. Put it in the comments. Have your electric guitar and standard tuning ready to go. So here we go. Here is Something by the Beatles. So there it is. We're going to learn all of the parts today, including the cool little piano riffs. And if I get enough requests for the guitar solo, I'll teach that in a different lesson. So put that in the comments below too. So let's go ahead and get started. And let's look at that intro. So very delicate, very beautiful, some really cool technique that's happening here. So we're going to get our first finger on the A note, which is going to be the 10th fret of the B string. And we're just going to strike that one time. Okay? So just like that. Pretty simple. From there, this move here, I like to call this a pre-bend, meaning that we are not going to strike the note as we are bending up. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do here, we're going to strike that A note, and we're going to bend the note. See how I didn't give it any sound? Okay, that's kind of like a pre-bend, right? See that move? I'll do that again. And then we strike and bring it back down to true at that B note. Just like that. Again. And from there, pull off to go back to that A note, 10th fret. From there, walk up 11th fret to B, 12th fret, to C, 13th fret. So that C note in that line, something in the way. So when I played it earlier, I just did the C chord. But know when you play it, okay, those two guitars, the rhythm and the lead overlap in that C note. Okay, so let's do that again nice and slowly. Let's do that again. One more time. Okay, a little vibrato never hurt anybody. So if you want to add that in, you go ahead and do that too. So the verse again starts, something in the way she moves. Okay, some really beautiful C chords here. So what's happening, we're first going to start with the C major. Now, I'm basing this off some of the live versions that I saw of George playing this song in the 90s. So to the best of my eyes and ears, it looks like he was playing these chords up towards the headstock. So C major chord, just like regular, the first one that we learn when we play guitar. Okay, the nice open one. If you don't know it, I'm going to show you right now. So first three fingers, first fret is on the C note, first fret B string, second finger on E, second fret of the D string, and then third finger on C, third fret of the A string, strum all, so the bottom 5 strings, just like that. Now, I like to be very gingerly when I'm playing this song, so I don't like to do a lot of heavy strumming with this. And again, that's just me. Even if you let it ring, something in the way she moves. It's really beautiful, but if you want to add, as long as it's nice and light, okay? Let the pick do the work for you. Nice and light, just stroke the strings very gingerly. From there, we're gonna play a C major 7. So all that is, it's a C, E, and a G with an added B. That's our major 7. All we do to do this chord is lift that first finger up. That's it. So we've got C to C major 7, lift that first finger, just like that, okay? From there, what we're gonna do next, okay, is we're gonna play a C7. Bring that first finger back down to the C note on the first fret of the B string. Get your pinky finger. We're gonna play this B flat, okay? That is our flat 7. So place that, 3rd fret of the G string. So for context, something in the way she moves, C7 attracts me like, okay? So that's the context of it there. So what we're gonna do next here is it's gonna be an F chord. Now, it seems like in the live versions that it was a thumb chord, okay? Meaning, from that C7, bring your 2nd finger to A, 2nd fret of the G string. 3rd finger goes to C, 3rd fret of the A string, pinky finger to F, 3rd fret of the D string, thumb goes to the 1st fret of the E string. Now, those of you who can't do the thumb chord, the F bar chord works. Or if you want to do this one and not play with the pinky finger, they will all sound good. But to me, it looked like this is what George was doing. Okay, and again, F, A, and C are our target centers here for this F chord. So for context, C major 7, C7 to F. Again, play this very lightly and very gingerly. From there, we're gonna have a really cool walk down. Pretty simple to do, okay? So staying on that F chord, we're gonna play the F note at the 3rd fret of the D string. Then we're gonna play the E at the 2nd fret of the D string. This is going to lead into our D major chord. So, would sound like this in context. To D major. Really pretty, isn't it? So, that D chord, if you don't know how to play it, first 3 fingers, first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string A, 2nd finger F sharp, 2nd fret of the E string, and then 3rd finger on D, 3rd fret of the B string, strum from the D string downward. Okay, so just like that, and from there, we go to a G. So I will leave you 2 options for this G chord. Again, live, it looked like George was playing it like this. Okay, a thumb chord wrapped G chord. How you would do this, thumb on the G note, 3rd fret of the E string, first finger on the D note, 3rd fret of the B string, 2nd finger, 4th fret of the G string B, 3rd finger on G, 5th fret of the D string. The A string will naturally be muted because of the way you are using your thumb. Okay, don't hit the high E string if you could help it. Or if you just want to do regular G, you could do that too. Okay, and I'm using the 4-fingered G chord there. So I'll leave that up to you. So for context, here's what all of those chords sound like. Here we go, starting at C. C major 7. C7. F. Walk down. D. To G. Beautiful chords. Okay, so let's do that again without the commentary. Here we go, starting at C. So, I don't want to leave her now. That's going to be the next part that we do. That sounds like this. Now the piano, when that's going, it's a little more. So I'll leave it up to you how you want to attack those chords. So we'll first start here. It's going to be with an A minor. So first finger and third finger are going to play this chord. We're going to do here first finger. Go ahead and lay that across the 5th fret of the G string, B string, and high E string. So there's your triad. From there, get your third finger, placing that on the 7th fret of the D string, which is another A. Okay? Now what we're going to do here, get that second finger. Bring it now to the 6th fret of the D string. Okay? What I like to do here is play the D string, G string, and B string. Okay? So like that. I'm not playing the high E string there. From there, bring the first finger now across to the 5th fret of the D string, G string, and the B string. Just like that. So let's do that again slowly, just as whole note hits. Let's do that again. Once more, maybe we'll do those hits. Here we go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, quarter notes. One more time. So I'll let you choose if you want to let them ring or you want to play the quarter notes. Either way is beautiful, okay? And again, notice how you could not see my thumb here. It helps me expand the fingers and play those chords a little bit clearer. That works for me. From there, we're going to play a very cool D chord, okay? And here's how we play that. First 2 fingers, we're going to place, so first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, A. Our second finger is going to play D at the 3rd fret of the B string, but instead of playing the F sharp at the 2nd fret of the high E string, what we're going to do here is we're going to play that F sharp on the 4th fret of the D string. Again, to the best of my eyes and ears, pretty sure this is what George was doing live. Okay, so just like that. Now, if you want a little more sparkle, play the D chord the other way. Okay, so I'll show you, I'll give you those 2 different options. So here we go. Now with the regular D chord. I'll leave it up to you. Both sound great. Both sound great. So after this, we go back to riff 1. And we repeat that verse again. So let's go ahead and do that since we're at the halfway point here. Let's start with riff 1 and let's do a verse and then end with riff 1. Say that 10 times fast. Again, if you're enjoying the lessons, please be sure to click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Here we go. Top of riff 1. Okay, to the C chord. Something in the way she moves. To the A minor, here we go. Riff 1. Okay, and on that C note, that's where the C chord should hit, leading into verse 2. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Pretty cool stuff. So pretty straightforward. So what happens next? So after verse 2, we play the chords as we did in verse 1, okay? So we would go then to that A minor, walk down to D. Now we go into riff number 2, which sounds like this, slightly different. Really, really cool. We're gonna get into why that's so awesome in a second. So the only thing that's different, instead of hitting the C, we're gonna hit the C sharp. So that C sharp is on the 14th fret of the B string. I'm gonna play through that nice and slowly. That's the only difference, just the one note. Let's play that again. And let's play it one more time. So that note there is a C sharp. What makes this so cool, that C sharp is in the A major chord that's coming up next. It's the third of that chord. So you're asking me where my love goes, right? It's a beautiful way to lead into that A major chord. So coming into that chorus, again, looks like he's playing the A here with that thumb grip. Could you play it as a bar chord? Could you play that A open here? Yes, you could. But let's go ahead and do the George way as the thumb grip. So thumb on the 5th fret of the E string, A. First finger on E, 5th fret of the B string. Second finger, 6th fret of the G string, that is our C sharp, okay? And then from there, we are going to go ahead and play this A on the 7th fret of the D string. Just like that. Okay? From there, we're going to go into our C sharp minor. So, bar chord here for us, okay? First finger, laying that across the 4th fret of the A string through the high E string. Tip of the finger should be on the C sharp 4th fret of the A string. From there, get your second finger on E, that is going to be the flat third of this chord, okay? 5th fret of the B string. Third finger goes to play G sharp, 6th fret of the D string, and our pinky finger plays the other C sharp at the 6th fret of the G string. Okay, I think I got all those notes. Okay, and again, that high G sharp there on the 4th fret of the high E string. So just like that, that's our C sharp minor. From there, we're going to go to F sharp minor. We are going to play it this way. First finger across the 2nd fret of the G string, B string, and high E string. Again, F sharp, A, and C sharp. Those are the notes that we are playing. Okay? Third finger placing that on the F sharp 4th fret of the D string. Okay, just like that. So, A, you're asking me where my love grows. Just like that, again. Now, if you want to play it as open chords, play that open A, C sharp minor, bar chord F sharp minor. You can do that too, okay? Now, to me, sounds like there's an A over E here. So how we will play this, okay? Play the open A chord just like this, and include the low E string. So, you're asking me to my love grow. Here in context, really cool passing chord, just love that. Next chord is gonna be, I don't know, to G, I don't know. And we'll get to that walk up in a second. So, again, A, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, A over E, D major, to G, to A. There's a cool walk down, we'll play that in a second. So, also, with that G chord, George played it like that. So, let's do it that way. So here we go. A, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, A over E, D, G to A. Okay, without the commentary, here we go. Okay, a little faster, here we go. Do it with some of the George chords. Here we go. So I will leave it up to you. Whatever chords bring you the most joy when you are playing that progression, by all means, please do them. So there sounds like there's a piano walk down. We get into the next part of that chorus. All it is, folks, we're doing a walk down starting from A. So check it out. 5th fret of the E string, A, G sharp, G, then that F sharp, F to E, open E string, and then strum that A chord. So again, and I'm kind of making it sound bassy by placing this part of my hand just in front of that bridge. Notice if I don't do that. So whichever one you like, if you like it a little more thuddy, go ahead and kind of mute it there. Or if you want it a little crisper, just omit the hand. Here's how that sounds. Okay, so I will leave that up to you. For context, I'll play through that first part of the chorus with that walk down. So follow along. Here it comes. Okay, let's do that one more time. So from there, all of the chords are the same for the second half of the chorus. We have that A. Look around, now it may show. Okay, to that A over E. I don't know. D to G. The only chord that's different. So we're going to go back to that C. That leads us into our guitar solo at the 1-minute 43-second mark. Now, those of you who want to learn the guitar solo, put it in the comments down below. If you want me to teach it, I would love to teach it. If I get enough requests for it, I will. So make sure to put it in the comments below because it's a really pretty solo. So for context, I will do that again, the whole thing, and then we'll get into the next walk down that comes after that. So here we go. Beginning, top of the chorus, A major. Let's do that again. Just the chord part after the piano walk down. Okay, so into that A. C chord. Okay, so there's a piano walk down here. Now, I am going to do my best to emulate it. There is a low D that is in that walk down that I don't have on this guitar because I don't have a 7-string guitar. So I'm going to do my very best to get it. So with the strings that we have here. So the walk down sounds like this for guitar. Okay, again, doing our best to emulate a piano the best we can on a guitar. So, notes are going to be C, 3rd fret of the A string, to B as in boy, 2nd fret of the A string, to A, open A string, to G, 3rd fret of the E string, open E string, E, to D, 10th fret of the E string, back to C, 8th fret. Okay, so again, slowly. Again, for guitar, here we go. So, with that final half of the verse, for context, here we go. So that riff, just like the first one that we played after A, hits at the same time, okay? So you can't do, and then they hit at the same exact time. So just be mindful of that when you are practicing it. Either play the A chord or play the riff after G. Okay, and same thing here with this one. Either play the C chord at the end or just play the G chord and do the riff. So what I'll do here is I'll play the entire chorus, and then that is a wrap for today for the rhythm parts in Something by the Beatles. So here we go, top of the chorus. From there, guitar solo happens. After that guitar solo, we go back to riff 1. Back into a 3rd verse. Okay? From there, we do another chorus. Okay? Asking me. Okay? So that happens there. Then, after that chorus, we go into riff number 2 with a C sharp at the end. And we end the song with riff 1. And it almost sounds like there's a slide at the end from when I was listening back this morning. But that's the song. It's quite beautiful. It's really nice. And again, if I get enough requests to teach the solo, I absolutely will, because it's a really, really beautiful one. Again, one of my favorite Beatles songs. So, as always, want to thank my friends at Fishman for helping me do these lessons week after week. They're such a blast. I really do enjoy them. They're really, really fun to do. And most certainly, I want to thank all of you for tuning in week after week. This has been going strong for the last 4 years, and I am just so grateful for just the wonderful community that we've built here. I love how kind everyone is to each other in the comments. Again, we are all students of the craft, including myself. I am still humbled by this instrument every single day, and it's such a joy to teach you guys what I know as a student as well. So again, wishing you so much success on your musical journeys. Have a beautiful weekend, play a lot of music, and enjoy the song. It's such a fun one to play. So take care, everybody.